How's everyone doing today? Shankar PRI here, and today we're going to take a look at the charts and see how we were able to make some money in the market. And hopefully this will help you, analyze the market so you can make money as well. I haven't posted in a month or two. We were working on getting those FTMO funded accounts, so I was able to get one within the last month, so I'm grateful for that. So all these trades are trades you can take to get passive verification to get your funded $100, $200, $50,000 account. So I'll also talk about risk management, how much you should risk, or how much in my trading plan I risk per trade, that can help you get the FTMO account and also maintain it over a long period of time. Because with the FTMO account, you have your rules where you can't go less than $5,000 or 5% on whichever account you have per day, and 10,000 per month, or 10% per month depending on your account. So all these trades we're going to be looking at from today in the future, and even my previous trades, I use a risk, and the strategy is a strategy that can help you keep the accounts and also grow it for a long period of time. Got some birds out here on the balcony looking. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive right into the chart and take a look at this setup and show you how you can capitalize on the market, and hopefully you can use some of these strategies to get you funded. All right, let's dive right in. Today I took a setup on AUD, so AUDUSD. Normally I don't trade it, but we did have a zone right here, so you can see. Let me go on to the 1 hour time frame for a minute. So you can see we were in consolidation here. So we were kind of in a consolidation zone, or this was like consolidation right here. And you can see the price broke above and it formed supports. We have a support bounce right here as well. We have this moving average that it also was supported. So, what I did was I actually took this trade on the 5 and 15 minute time. Well, I entered on the 5 minute, but I was looking at my candles as well as a 15 minute while I entered to confirm the move. So you can see here, all I did was I found this zone right here, dragged it across, and also have this confluence with the support area, which was previously resistance that I showed on the 1 hour. Had this zone here. I noticed I was looking for this candles. We have this bearish candle, a push up bullish, and a further push up. So I actually entered on this candlestick right here because we broke this bearish candle and we kept pushing up. So it's like a bearish engulfing pattern. And what kept me maintained in the position was actually this bearish engulfing pattern right here. Candlestick pattern right here. So you can see that I entered on the 5 minute, but I was also analyzing on multiple time frames. So you can see here, is that a good color for you guys? Yeah, you can see here that we have this bearish candle and a bullish candle push up. That's good enough for me to enter. I'm in the trade, and now I set my target here. So normally I go for 2 to 1, but this was a 1.6. So just under 2. So I set my target here just because we do have this resistance, and the price action is, we do have a lower a high, a low, and this could possibly be a lower high. So I just wanted to close my positions here, be safe as well. I could have definitely extended it higher up to this point or here, but you don't want the market to turn around on you, especially tomorrow. We have CPI data coming out, and you don't know, when it's around that type of news, you never know what's gonna happen, right? So that was this trade. Another trade that I was actually looking to take, but it kind of left me, was this trade here on gold. Oh, also, when you're trading, most important thing is your risk. So on my risk, you always, when you're trading, you will always know how much you're gonna lose. You never know how much you're gonna win. So if you're trading an account with FTMO, you really only have a max of 10% drawdown to play with in a given month. So to help you, if you go through a losing streak, is normally I only risk 0.5%. So let's say I only risk $500 per trade. So if I lose 5 trades in a row, that's $2,500. And then if I hit a 2-to-1 or a 4-to-1, if I hit a 2-to-1, that's $1,000. That one trade takes out 2 of the losing trades. If I hit a 3-to-1, that's 15. If I hit a 4-to-1, that's $2,000. I'm only down $500, right? And if your winning percentage is 50%, over time your strategy is going to play out in your favor, and you're going to win over time. So normally, like for me, when I lose trades or my winning streak is below what it should be, it's normally myself, like self-doubts or limiting beliefs, or if I've went through a small losing streak, and it's I kind of just get in my own head and then don't take the trades I should. So this is a gold trade I was actually looking to take, but kind of left me in the dust. So I saw this, the price came down underneath. We have this support that was support and acting as resistance. Jeez, yeah, it's pushing, man. It's pushing. What I was looking to do was actually enter here on this candle, because you have the support here. So we have a pullback, and then we have this support resistance, on the 5-minute time frame. And so I was looking to actually just take the short. You have this bearish engulfing candle, take the short, boom, in the trade. That'd been a nice 3-to-1 risk to reward. Oh man, I don't even want to look at this chart right now, but as it keeps pushing. So now definitely could have capitalized on this trade. But I was hit this trade early in the trading session, so I actually went to go make myself some tea and stuff, and then I was relaxing, and by the time I finished making my tea and came back, trade was already moving. You know what I mean? So I was actually hoping, and this is the thing, you're gonna miss trades, and I just bring this to your attention because you're not gonna catch every trade, and you can't get all upset and then start making bad trading decisions and getting on the wrong time. So we have this zone, this area right here where the price could have been supported. So I was actually waiting, if we did come back up and then had another bearish engulfing, I would have taken the trade. If we had another bearish engulfing, taken it and then wrote it down, but that didn't happen. So we had to miss out on this trade. Totally okay. But that was a good gold trade that I was actually saw it as soon as I opened the screen, but it just wasn't ready to execute. But the AUD trade was ready as soon as I looked at the chart. Normally don't trade AUD, just saw a nice setup. Love trading gold, and I love trading GJ. All right, so that's really it for today, guys. Short, sweet. Hope this kind of helped you out. Keep your risk in check. The most important thing as a trader is a risk management. If you go through a losing streak, that's okay, because it only takes, if you have proper risk, it only takes a couple trades to get back in the green. So as long as your trading strategy is proper, and whether you're going through a funk mentally, or I don't know, maybe your setups just aren't hitting as well. If you practice your risk management, eventually when you do get out of your funk, or your setups start coming in, or you start fix your psychology for that month or that trading week, it's going to turn around very quickly, because you're not risking more than you can lose. Especially if you have these FTMO accounts, you can't really just risk it all. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna blow the account, right? Once you get the accounts, I have a friend that said, once you get the account, you have the account. You have an investor that believes in your trading. So just keep going at it. You know what I mean? One thing that, when I'm going through a losing streak, that's hard for me, is to size down. I don't like to size down if I'm going through a losing streak, because then when you win, you're like, damn, But sometimes you may have to size down for the remainder of the month, or for, until your setups come back. So, that's why I believe trading is a bit harder for a lot of individuals, is because you really have to be an independent thinker and a very critical thinker, and really just learn every day and get better every day. Most industries, if you're working a job, you don't have to do any of that. You're always getting a pay. You always know what you're going to be doing, which is totally fine. But when you come into the realm of trading, you really have to always assess and, have your routine. You have to check yourself, hold yourself accountable. Like, I trade with someone in the morning, every morning, and though we talk and everything, I still have to hold myself accountable. Like, he's got to do his side, and I got to do, we could talk and, yeah, this is what you got to do, but I still got to hold myself accountable every day when I trade, so like last month I did pretty well the first half of the month, and then the second half, I started risking a bit more, and then I just had to come down and be like, hey man, like, I gotta cut down on my risk a little bit, and it was the last 2 weeks of December, so I mean my setups weren't really hitting the way it was hitting. I was getting a lot of my setups were there, and then it would just reverse. The volume really wasn't there that much last month, because it's Christmas, New Year's, right? So I really had to just say, hey, maybe I gotta size down a little bit, and don't take it with ego, eliminate your ego and just be unbiased and just say, hey, like, just be an observer of yourself, and things will go a bit easier. And understand that trading is a skill that was put here before. Everything here on this planet, no one, like, we discover things, right? Like, there's going to be a trading strategy that's going to be made 1 year from now that many people haven't heard of, but it was always there. We just discovered it, right? So, AI technologies, you're always able to, AI was always available. But we just keep on discovering more things. It's, what I mean? Like, it was always there. We just had to figure out how to get there to that. You know what I mean? So, so when you're trading, just remember that trading is a skill, and it's not like someone's born with it. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at, is that no one's born with it. It's there. If you really wanted to learn it, you can learn it. You know what I mean? But, just don't bullshit yourself. Really understand where your skill set is. I wouldn't quit if you're working. So yeah, if you were working, I wouldn't quit your job. But if you have savings, depending how much savings you have, and if you depending on your risk appetite, like my risk appetite's pretty high, so I had some savings. I just went balls to the wall and just went all in. But that's just my personality, I just believe going that route is the fastest way to achieve success. If I put all my energy towards trading and nothing else, you know what I mean? Now, every day, before, when I wasn't profitable, I would still live my life like I was a profitable trader. You know what I mean? But you have to decide what your mindset's at, what's your risk. Do you have dependents living with you? You have kids, family members that depend on you for income. You know what I mean? So you have to make that decision and self-assess. So just keep, yeah, I need some water. Just keep that in mind, and just understand that trading is a skill that everyone can learn and actually capitalize in the market. You know what I mean? It's not, people talk about it like it's like some mythical thing, but it's not, you know what I mean? And the ones who talk about like it's a mystical thing, like the market, and it's like, like chill out. Like, you didn't create the charts, you didn't create the markets. You know what I mean? So like this shit's gonna be here way past when all of us pass away. And the way the world's going, the way that we trade now, maybe 50 years, it's not even going to be looking at a screen. Maybe it's just going to be, everything's going to be in our head, and we're not even going to be clicking buttons or anything. You know what I mean? Or you got to put goggles on and everything. I don't know how it's going to be 50 years from now, but it's definitely not going to be trading. How we trade now is not going to be how it is going to be in 50 years. Just like how it wasn't, like trading how we trade now wasn't how it was 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So, but the charts and how everything moves, how we see it on a screen, it was always moving like that before when people were trading in the pit. they just didn't really look at that. They were looking at level 2 a lot more, right? So just keep all those things in mind and understand that this is a skill set and a craft, and it's not, though people say it's gambling, it is definitely not gambling. If people can make a career and cash flow of it for sustainable time, it's definitely not gambling, right? So keep those things in mind. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time, as I will post more videos on how you can capitalize on the market and show you trades on these funded accounts so you yourself can get funded. All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your trading session.